Alright, welcome back to the channel and my playthrough of Arkham Horror Bloodborne, City of the Unseen. Scenario 3, Night Unending. Let's go. Let's see what this setup looks like. Wonderful. So, let's see. Check your campaign log. If Aline McRow is alive, she is. She did not unexpectedly die yet. So, we will go to Night Unending 1. You wake to the sounds of hushed, feverish conversation. Aline crouches above you, her hand on your shoulder. Pleasant dreams, I trust? We'll have to postpone our little dollhouse chat, she says wildly, inclining her head toward the rest of the group. The men have found a way forward. The rest of the survivors stand huddled around a small brazier that someone has moved into the middle of the sepulchre, and Aline explains further as you move to join them. Those who are able enough will be moving deeper into the crypts. We can travel through a collapsed cistern that will lead us outside. Anyone who feels they're not up to the trip can remain here until we send word that it's safe to return to the chapel. If Soldier Walter is alive, he is not. He got killed by... You hesitate as you recall the doll's message before you left the hunter's dream. To seek the place of great learning, that she called Briargirth. Tentatively you ask Aline if she knows where that might be, and she folds her arms inquisitively. You're in luck, she says. I know exactly where that is. We both do, if I'm not mistaken. Bergenworth's what the Jonas has called the Miskatonic. You begin to mention the doll, and Aline holds up her hand to stop you from explaining further. I've got your meaning. Boys, pack up, she calls to the rest of the group. Our plans have changed. You and the 5 able-bodied survivors make your way through the chapel crypts with little trouble and reach the collapsed cistern in good time. The pathway through the cistern eventually gives way to a natural cave system, and you find your exit in the form of a rickety wooden gate installed haphazardly over a small opening in the cave wall. Through the wooden slats, you see the stars in the sky above, and you're surprised at how little time must have passed for daylight not to come. Didn't anyone tell you, one of the men behind your ass, it's always night here. Proceed to set up. Okay, got that. Check the recognition. Shuffle one enemy from the Hunters and Yeoman corner set into the encounter deck without looking at it, along with both copies of a polite exchange. We'll keep you here, close by. Why did it have 18 dots for just the encounter deck? Why was that so broken? What is this set? It's got a weird symbol by it. Okay, that's only 6 or higher. Put the Odin's Chapel subterranean location into play revealed. Each investigator begins there. Right here. Randomly select one gates. Wait, where's the... We also had to do the promises, right? A polite exchange. Oh, they're already in here. Got it. Gather the red, green, and yellow keys and set them aside out of play. Is that in here? I have to do... Yeah, right there. Do everything because the mod set up. Construct the Forbidden Ones deck performing the following steps. Shuffle the 3 copies of Gates of Bergerth together and select one of them without looking at it. Okay. These are removed from the game. Then, shuffle the selected copy of Gates of Bergerth together with 4 randomly selected woods locations from the bottom 5 corners of the Forbidden Words deck. There are 15 of these things. Okay, that's 4. Then place all of the other wooden locations on top in random order. All the cards should be shown only to the players. Place the top card of wooden decks above the wooden. There is 15 of these things. Whatever. Okay. So... Location adjacency. During this scenario, locations will be arranged in a set pattern, with new locations from the Forbidden Woods deck emerging to the left, right, above, or below existing locations as they are revealed. A location that is put into play to the left, right, above, or below another location should be set next to that location in the manner described, with no other locations in between them. A location that is next to another location in this manner is considered adjacent. Locations are only adjacent orthogonally and not adjacent diagonally. During this scenario, adjacent locations are considered to be connected to one another. You cannot put a location in play where an existing location already is. If you were given the choice to place a location from the Forbidden Woods deck in one of multiple spots, and one of those spots is occupied by an existing location, you cannot choose that spot. You must choose a spot unoccupied by location, if able. If all the specified spots are occupied by existing locations, the force effect fails and no Forbidden Woods are put into play. Okay, switching locations. Throughout the scenario, you may be instructed to swap the positions of two locations with one another. When a location is switched with another location, they must take each other's place in the play area. All tokens, attachment, investigators, enemies, and other cards remain on the same location. And the keys, which have the basic key things. Okay, shuffle that. Agenda 1A, A Tangled Wood, Abandoned and Decrepit. In the middle of the journey of our life, I found myself in a forest dark, for the straightforward path had been lost. It is a hard thing to speak of, how savage, harsh, and stern that wood was, that the very thought of it recreates the fear, the divine comedy. Foredoom, force, as an additional cost to enter an unrevealed location, investigators must spend 2 clues as a group. That's a little annoying. Act 1A, The Forbidden Woods. If Miskatonic University is to be your next destination, you must make the journey through the vast expanse of gnarled trees and overgrowth that has taken over most of what was once uptown the Merchant District. As an action, reduce the level of recognition in your campaign log by 1, or add 1 doom to the agenda. Replenish clues on the location without clues to its maximum clue value. Limit once per round. Objective, if each remaining investigator has made the journey to Brungwith, or 1. Okay. Well, let's see how that happens. 5 cards. Not 6. This gets back. Actually, we keep that because we had a burden. So, we are definitely looking for a weapon. Not the enchantment, so we're going to full mulligan. 5 this time. Not a burden. 6 cents is not good. And let's see what Patrice gets. I mean, we're looking for flashlights and shit, so yeah. That's fine. I mean, not like I have a whole choice in the matter. Alright. That is it. Let us begin. I think that was the fastest setup for this entire campaign so far. Not 18 freaking pages of text. Let's get going into Night Unending. So, what do we want to do first? We're going to let Lily go first. Exhaust, stick to the plan. To play, prepared for the worst. Oh my lord, let me go down. Search the top 9 cards of her deck for a weapon. Please don't whiff. Ooh, we got the Saw Cleaver and the Dragon Pole. I think the Saw Cleaver is just better right now. We only have the one thing for the Arcane slot. It's one more expensive. We're going to do it. Saw Cleaver. It's Bloodborne. We're going to do it. Second action. Play the Saw Cleaver. Last action. We're probably just going to gain a money. So we can play 6 cents next turn. Well, we're going to do emergency cash next turn. Well, we need a money to play water protection, so yeah. That. Patrice's turn. She is currently even to this investigate. She is going to read the signs. So she's up 4 this investigate. That is not the right card. Right, Unending. Okay. -2. We get 2 clues. I could just do a base invest. Refresh clues on Odin Chapel to its maximum limit once per game. Odin Chapel cannot be removed via encounter card effects. If an encounter card would force you to switch your location, switch it with the location immediately above it instead. The hills rise cold, and there are valleys of deep woods that no axe has ever cut. Okay. So I could do a base investigate, hope to fail, look what I found, and then do the ability to get like another 4 clues. That seems fine, because we need 2 clues to advance. Should I premonition this, though, or wait for it? Yeah, we'll premonition this. -2. If you fail, discard the top 3 cards in the encounter deck. If you discard one or more hazard cards, choose one and draw it. This would cause us to fail, but I would get the look what I found thing that I wanted. YOLO, we're going to do it. So discard top 3. Any hazards? Good lord. We did get a hazard. Poopy. Which is... Okay, Revelation. Draw a token from the Chaos bag. Swap your location for another location based on the... Well, this doesn't even matter because they can't be swapped. Okay, so that did nothing. And we're going to look what I found to get 2 clues. And then last action, we are going to do the ability to get 4 clues on here. Boom. Okay. No enemies. Upkeep. Lily gets an enchanted blade. That's good with the cleaver. These go away. We get 2 take hearts, a gumption, a Sears catalog, and a last chance. Okay. Doom goes to 1 out of 4. And encounters, Lily gets, and we use the ability for you. Mystery, put into play in your threat area. Each time you fail a test, take 1 horror. If you succeed a test by 2 or more, discard this. That seems spooky. Patrice gets a monster. Hunter retaliates, spawn. Discard a non-elite, non-weakness humanoid enemy at any location and spawn. Well, we can't, so it discards itself and gains surge. Hazard, again, the thing that makes you swap, but we can't swap here. Perfect. Okay, we're going to let Lily go first. First action, emergency cash. Second action. We're going to 6 cents. Last action. We can do a 6 cents. We'll be up to. Up to should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Fail the skill test, so we take a horror. Amazing. That's Lily. Patrice is 1, 2. Player Sears catalog down. We're going to do a base investigate with gumption. So that makes us succeed. And then lastly, we'll do a base investigate with last chance, which gives us up 3. Got it. Okay. That is it. Upkeep. You get prepared for the worst. Patrice gets Voice of Raw, a Sears catalog, another gumption to shed the light. Okay. That's not bad. Doom goes to 2 out of 4. Lily gets a beast. Location with the most beasts. Otherwise, engage the field. Okay. That's fine. We can kill that really easy. You get Uncertainty. Spoinks. Okay, so first action. Lily's going to beat this thing up. Up 3. Should be fine. Got to -2. We got it. It's dead. Second action. Let's Holy Rose. Can I do this? 3 -1 each. Two, I gain a resource. And last, I will Ever Vigilant. I can play up to 3 assets from my hand, reducing the cost by 1 each. So this Holy Rosary is 1. Enchanted Blade is 2. And Safeguard is 1. Perfect. And next, Lily. Lily is going to spend 2 from her Sears catalog to play the other Sears catalog. She's going to do a base investigate, committing gumption. I can't do that unless I do a resource first. Or do Voice of Raw first. Yeah, I'll do Voice of Raw first. So Voice of Raw, we gain a resource. And we gain 4 more money. Then, Gumption, which drops the test to 0, which lets us shed a light to automatically succeed and get both clues. Okay, that is it. We spent a lot of time here, but we got 8 clues, so hopefully that helps. Upkeep, Lily gets an Overpower. Patrice gets a whole bunch of shit. Drawn to the Flame, read the signs, and Ice Pick, Impromptu Barrier, and Exploit Weakness. Okay, we're going to just fast out that Ice Pick. And Doom goes to 3. Encounters, Lily gets. Test 5. This test gets -1 difficulty for... if you fail swap... Okay, so we're currently even to this test. We'll spawn an enemy, which I don't really care about. Yeah. Even. +1. Auto fail. Perfect. So... Insight goes away. The hell? Why are the insight tokens so weird? Okay. Auto fail. Discard cards from top and counter deck until an enemy is revealed and spawn it at your location. Spawn the location of another enemy with... Okay, this is nothing. We will take it. Is this one of the Yornums? No. And Patrice gets... Discard a non-elite, non-weakness humanoid enemy at any location. That's this. Okay, and we're going to let you take it too. Okay. So it has 4 health now as opposed to 2, but that's fine. And let's go. I think we'll let Lily go first. Or we could let Patrice go first. We could safeguard up there. Because right now, if we attack, it dies, but then there's nothing to do for a third action. So yeah. Patrice is going to move up. Lily's going to safeguard there. Spend 2 clues. We get... Put the top 2 cards of Forbidden Woods into play below and to the left. Well, there's no below, so to the left it is. Then place a yellow key on this. What the hell? Fast action. If you learn of a secret in Hemwick, you can claim the yellow key. We have not. I don't think. Nope. So... Can I just pick it up? Yeah, we can still pick it up. If it has no clues on it, I mean. Okay, so that was first action. Done. Second action. We are going to read the signs. 6 to 3. Up 3, up 4. Got it. We gained 2 clues from that. We could just draw into the flame, though. Yeah, we'll draw into the flame this. We get spawn the location of another enemy with Hunter. If there are no enemies with Hunter in play, discard it and gain Surge. Okay, we'll put you right there. And we gain the clues. And we get a key. And that was that. So, Lily's turn. She's got her work cut out for us. So she's currently up 2 to this. Up 3 because of that. Yeah, up 3 is probably fine. Up 3 times, yeah. What is that? -2. Nope. So that's that. 1, 2, you're dead. And 3. Up 4. We succeeded by 2, so we can get rid of this. And we have our second insight. We're just pulling these out like candy now. Okay. Dead. And upkeep. Lily gets an emergency cash. Patrice gets an idol, a flashlight, another drawn to the flame. And Doom, we advance. If there are 3 or more cards in the set Agents of Impurity encounter set. Were those the Agents of Impurity? No, that's Metamorphosis. Where are the... Is this in here? These are spoils. Where are the Agents of Impurity? It's that little dot symbol. Here we go. Okay, so if there are 3 or more, shuffle the Agents of Impurity encounter set and draw 1 card without looking at it. Then shuffle that card into the encounter deck. If you were instructed to add an enemy from the Hunters of Yonam encounter set to the encounter deck during setup and they are not in the victory display, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hunter of Yonam enemy and spawn it at the Oldham Chapel. Oh my lord. What's that symbol? That weird dot thing is. Ilia Madras. Okay. Agenda 2A, a tangled wood guarded by the dead. We moved on into a pathless wood that twisted upward from hell's broken floor. Its foliage was not verdant, but nearly black. The unhealthy branches gnarled and warped and tangled bore thorns of poison instead of fruit. 4 threshold and still 2 clues to advance. What's this thing do? 3 fight, 5 health. At the beginning of the enemy phase, if this thing is ready, put the top card of the lead investigator's deck into play at its location exhausted. Treat each card put into play this way as a serpent enemy of 2 fight, 1 health, 1 evade, and 1 damage. Force. When you have defeated Elliot, remember that you stopped an infestation. Okay, so encounters, Lily gets an enemy. If you succeed by 2 or more in a fight action against Man, Bear, Pig, its attack deals +1 damage. And Patrice gets Hunter, Prey, yeah. So, this thing is going to be annoying pretty quickly. But it doesn't hunt. Do I just ignore it? And have it be like... and hope it pulls out one of my weaknesses? That would be funny. Okay, so Aura's turn. We're going to fight with this. So we're at 4, 5, up 2, up 3, up 4. -4. I succeed, but I don't manage to kill it by enough. Draw a card. Glory. I don't want Glory because I still have the thing in my deck. We're going to fight again. Up 1, up 2. It's probably fine. It was. He did. Last action. This thing doesn't even... I mean, you're probably going to evade it. Let's just move. We're going to completely ignore this thing. Otherwise, it does 3 damage, which is a lot. It's actually going to deal 4 damage because I'm not going to be able to kill it next round. That's annoying. Okay. We are just going to try to ignore it and get the heck out of Dodge. Forbidden Woods. Put the top 2 cards in deck above and below. Spend 4 clues, or if you found the Confederacy's old headquarters. You clear out a number of dangerous snakes as you splash through, and we have stopped an infestation. Okay. Okay, next is Patrice's turn. She's going to attempt to evade this thing. She's currently down 1. Do it, down 1. But if I fail, I take a horror. That's annoying. I could play a flashlight, take 1 and 1, then evade it. Fine. Sears catalog. Play a flashlight, take 1 and 1. Second action, we're going to evade. Now we're up 1. Up 2. Got it. It is evaded. We have got a recognition. Second action, we're going to move. Third action. Do I idle or do I investigate? I like having the damage protection. I would have denied something, like, there's no reason for me to take that. Okay. Unless I'm drawing to the flank, then I might have kept that. Well, we'll say since I didn't do that, we'll have played the idol. Okay. That's it. Enemy phase. You get that. Upkeep. Lily gets a Greta. Very nice. Patrice gets Mrs. Doyle, a Scavenging, a Grizzled, Dr. Cecilia, and Resourceful. Cool. I do love me my cats. Doom goes to 1 out of 4. Lily gets search the encounter deck and discard pile for enemy of Hunter of Yharnam trait. It doesn't say area. It specifically says deck and discard pile. And since the only one's out, we discard a card at random and this gains surge. Why didn't I just do that? We're going to retcon that. Yeah. Take a horror, we'll put on that. And that's done. Patrice gets an enemy. Hunter, spawn location with the most beasts. Oh, it goes here. Okay, our turn. First action, we're definitely playing the cat. Let's see what we get. Ogre, the investigate one. Cool. Second action. We're going to investigate. No, we need scavenging out. Scavenging. Of course, that means all these things are going to come in like right now. It's not worth a victory point, so we don't really care all that much. Lose 4. We have stopped an infestation. Didn't even have to kill anybody for that. Let's go. And then we're going to spend 2 more to go up. Patrice is going to go. We have safeguard too. Put the top 2s into the left and above. We are running out of room. While at this location, you get -1 to all tests during investigation. Move to a different copy of Shadow Woods. That's cool. So, scavenging, Doyle, and moves. That's it for you. Lily's turn. We don't have the resources for that, which is annoying. Lily could. Emergency cash. Greta. And then we are going to investigate. Using this, so we're currently up 3. Which is probably fine. Yeah. It's fine unless we pull an auto fail. Yeah, that's always fun. That was a bad one. Okay, upkeep. Lily gets her dragon pole. Patrice gets another flashlight, a violin, a dumb luck, hope. Oh wait, enemy phase. You lose another card. These 2 come here. Doom goes to 2 out of 4. Lily gets that thing. Patrice gets test 2 agility. If you fail, you must either discard an ally asset in play or place twisting threat in your threat area. Force. If this is in your threat area at the end of the round, take 1 damage. Once you have taken 3 total damage, discard this. So we're currently even. We'll be up 2 to this. Minus X. Minus 3. We fail the skill test. We take a horror. This goes into our threat area. I would discard an ally asset. I could just discard the cat. I don't like discarding the cat, but taking 3 damage does not seem as fun. I have the idol. I don't really care. Okay, that's fine. So, Orpheus. Patrice. Lily's going to go first. She is going to Saw Cleaver this thing. So, up 2. Up 3. Hey, I can flip one of these things, which I never did yet. Do it again. Up 3. Got it, he did. Last action, let's investigate. Up 3 again. Minus 3, cut it. Got that. Patrice's turn. Patrice is going to investigate using flashlight. He's currently up 1. Ice pick to be up 2. This to be up 3. Got it. That, we're going to discard the thingy to get another clue. Second action. We're going to play another flashlight. And we're close to these people just coming in. So we're going to keep running. Up here. I was still good. Yeah. That. To the left of and above. Okay, that is it. We take a damage, but we're going to discard this. Enemy phase, you go here. You lose a card. Upkeep, Lily gets enchant weapon. That's really good. Patrice gets her thing. An old key ring, the other cat, her hunting pistol, and a water protection. Doom goes to 3 out of 4. We need to spend 2 clues for that. And test 2. We're up 1. I have nothing to commit. Up 1, just gotta do it. Minus 2. If you fail, discard the top 3 cards. And then counter deck. 1, 2, 3. No hazards at least, that's nice. And Patrice gets... Oh, she would have gotten... Yeah, I discarded something, but that's 1 damage it does. This thing again. That's annoying. We're currently even. frick it. We're going to ward that. Okay. Orphes. Oh, look. We got another Shadow Woods. Lily's going to go first. Up 3 to this investigate. Fail. Got 1. That was weird. Yep, got 2 clues. Okay. Patrice's turn. She's going to investigate with Augur. Discord to automatically succeed. Because we automatically succeeded from 5 to 3. We succeeded by 2. And we're going to get an item from the thing. None of these really matter. Sears catalog is nice. And Hope gets put back into the deck. Oh, no, other way around. You go into play. You get discarded. Then... oh no, we have -1. But we automatically succeeded. But we're still -1. We'd have committed the old keyring then. And then we would have brought the keyring back instead of the Sears catalog. I think? No. Okay. That. Second action. That gave us a clue, right? Did I pick up the clue? I don't think it did. Second action, we are going to... I can wait on that. Second action, Sears catalog. Last action, we are going to continue moving up. Put the top 2 cores into play to the left and right. If Sergeant Walter is alive, he is not. Okay, and that is everybody. Enemy phase, boop, boop. You get this. Upkeep. Another 6 cents. Patrice gets son of a bitch. Alright, nice. And Doom advances. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Chime Maiden and spawn her at the locations further from all investigators. The fuck is a Chime Maiden? Furthest from all investigators, probably the starting location. At the end of the round, place 1 Doom on her. If she has 1 or more Doom on her at the beginning of the investigation phase, reveal a card from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is drawn. Spawn an enemy at Chime Maiden's location. Move all Doom on Chime Maiden to that enemy, then discard Chime Maiden. Okay. If there are 2 more cards in the set-aside Agents of Impurity Encounters deck. Yes. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hunter if you want to. We only had the 1 in the deck, so he still just sits there. Okay. Agenda 3A, a tangled wood forbidden from sight. Then sorrowed I, and sorrow now again, when I direct my mind to what I saw, and more my genius curbed than I am wont. Then it may run not unless... What? As an additional cost, same thing, but 5 threshold. Encounters. You should have taken a damage. You should have taken a damage, but you would have discarded something for the idol. You get that. You get that. You get Test 4 book. For each point you fail by to a maximum of 3, drop one of your clues in your location. Okay, test 4. We're currently even. Up 2. Up 3. I succeeded something. I can get rid of that. It's 4. Swap your location with an adjacent revealed location. So my one clue goes to this location. We go from here to here. And Patrice gets search the encounter deck and discard pile. It's whatever. How funny would it be if I discarded the Watcher? I can do that because it's random. Oh, not the cat. Gain Surge. Okay. Our turn at... Okay, our turn. So... Patrice is going to discard Hope to immediately evade the Watcher from the stores. Which will let her put... Do I have the other one in here, or is it just... Yeah, Augur. Augur gets shuffled back. No, Augur goes into play. And you get shuffled back in. Okay. That was one action. Second action. We're going to investigate. Whatever. We're going to investigate using double flashlight to drop this down to 0. So we succeed. Yep. Get a clue. And then we need to move. Abandoned mill. Put the top chords to the left and to the right. Don't know why the clues didn't spawn on this. Each time you fail a skill test, take a damage. If you stop an infestation, grab the green key. Place the green key here. We did stop an infestation, so we will grab the green key. Okay. Lily's turn. Did she take an extra damage? Yeah. She is going to 6 cents. She's currently up 2. Up 3, because Patrice will commit deny existence. -2. And that allows us to choose a revealed location connected to your location. That can... Well, this one has the victory point. So, yeah. And we're going to do it again. This time Patrice committing that. Elder Sign. Nice. With that. And last action, we are going to move, I think. Run or not, because... What do I want to do? If we fail a skill test, we take a damage. We definitely want to leave. We'll go. Okay, so put the 3 chords right, left, and above. Okay, so some of these can be the place. At the end of the round, if one or more investigators at this, place 1 doom on it. Fantastic. Enemy phase. These guys go down. Upkeep. Lily gets ward protection. Patrice gets that. Draw the top card of your deck. Scavenging. That sucks. It's probably fine. Oh, it's at the end of the round, not the end of the turn. Okay, so you'll get rid of this for that. Now you're gone. You'll take a damage. You're at the 2. And Doom goes to 1 of 4. But first, at the end of the round, these both get a Doom. And you also get a Doom. So, the 3 Doom on a 5. Perfect. Lily gets test 5. Well, test 1. With the revealed location furthest from you. We know these can be that, so we don't want to fail this. I think I'm actually going to ward a level 1 test. Because I know I'm going to draw the auto-fail. Ward it. Patrice gets. Attach this to the enemy closest to the investigator at the highest. Okay. With the highest. Well, the attached enemy. Who cares? Okay. Investigation phase. These 2 spawn enemies. I should have also dropped 1 on you. The hell? Did I pull the wrong Hunter of Yharnam? I did pull the wrong Hunter of Yharnam this entire time. Fuck. We'll play it live. I thought for sure. Whatever. Okay. And you get this one. Okay, investigator phase. I would have liked to have killed this thing too. It has spoils. Anyway, I mean that's my trade-off, okay? We're gonna let Lily go first. She's just going to investigate up a lot. Got 1 clue. Got 2 clues. Got 3 clues. Okay. Next, Patrice. Patrice is going to move. Move twice. Any of these could be it. Move twice to here. To the left and above. Only 1 more. Do I just move, or do I attempt to get some more clues? I have enough clues to get to everything. So yeah, we're going to keep moving, I think. Let's finish out the corner. Above and right. Okay, so yeah, we're... why does it that I can see this shit? Anyway. Discard a card from your hand, shuffle a card in your discard pile back into your deck. Two. You would not have moved twice. Sorry. Okay. Upkeep. Enemy phase first. You go here. You go here. You go here. You get this. Upkeep. Lily gets Guts. Patrice gets... I would have discarded this, so I would not take a horror. I think? Do I want to get rid of the old key ring? I have double flashlight, but this gives me additional clue. I would have taken the horror. Okay. So, Doom goes up to 4 to 5. And you get... You're still at... Oh, I haven't put the clues here yet. It's the same thing. I would have also have taken a damage from this. Put it on you, discard that. Up 5. No, up 4. We're just going to do it. Okay, we succeed. Barely. You get... That's fine. Our phase. Lily's going to go first. 1, 2. Gates. It gets -1 shroud for each key on it. Place one of your keys here. If the green key is on gates and there are no remaining clues, resign. Okay, we have the green key. Thank frick. So that was 1, 2, and we are going to investigate. With that, we're going to be up 2 to this test. Not good. Up 3, up 4. Got it. Got a clue. Oh god, it has 8 clues on it. No, 4 clues. Which means this should only have 2. Not that it matters, we're not getting these clues. Okay. Patrice's turn. Move up 1. So now the location is a 2 shroud. We're going to investigate with this flashlight, so we basically almost always succeed. We succeed. And then we'll put the old key ring down. So we have plenty of actions next round. Okay. Enemy phase. Y'all hunt. This doesn't really matter. You. Upkeep. We did not pull it for once. You get... Doesn't matter. Doom advances. If there are any cards that set aside, put those cards into play, fulfilling their spawn conditions if possible. Then if there are any other cards from the Agents of Purity deck, not in play in the Victor's play. Oh my lord. Put them into play. Spawn Hemlock Charnel Lane. There's too many locations. How am I supposed to know where these are? Hemlock Charnel Lane. Tomb of the Queen. I know we don't have Tomb of the Queen out. Yeah. Otherwise, your location. Swarming 2. Amazing. This thing only has 2 fight. No, 4 fight. Yeah, but I had to kill it 3 times. That's annoying. Okay. And are there any more in here? I don't think so. Okay. That was that. Agenda 4A. A tangled wood, a descent into madness. How frozen I became and powerless then. I did not die, and I alive remained not. Think of thyself now. Hast thou aught of wit? What I became, being both derived, whatever. 8 doom threshold. Doesn't really matter. You get this. It's fine. You get this. Are there any of these anywhere? Oh, there are humanoids. Whatever. You're just here now. I don't care. We are going to use the old key ring. The location is -2 shroud. It's a 0 shroud. We have that, so as long as we don't... Got it. We get both the clues, and we are both going to resign because look at this board. It's freaking ridiculous. If you're making a mod for this, make sure it fits within this stupid thing. Anyway, we have both, and Patrice, Lily's just going to resign as well because frick all this noise. Okay. That was annoying. If no resolution reached... no, we did... Oh, wait, that's resolution 1, huh? Yay, resolution 1. Despite the treacherous journey through the Forbidden Woods, you have finally arrived at your destination. The forest is eerily still behind you as you walk down the long path towards Burgurnath College, home of Yharnam's greatest mind. Recording your campaign log that investigators arrived in Burgurnath. Whew. Whatever. Then proceed to the Medeiros twins. The Medeiros twins. If Elliot Medeiros is in the victory display, he is not. And Assault is not. Resolution 3. Bergen's University's main building is a palatal Poric building decorated with white marble colonnades and a green Menars roofing on the banks of a vast lake. The moon sits half obscured by the gigantic dome atop its roof, and as you stand beneath the arches of the school's inner gates, you cannot help but marvel at its solemn beauty. It's hard to believe that Miskatonic could ever afford to build such a building on its campus, let alone find the space to fit it. Flanked on both sides by garden hedges and rows of strange arcane statues, you and your companions push open the heavy wooden door to the college's interior. Inside the building, however, you find things in disarray. The building's wall twists unnaturally against their bearings as antique wooden bookcases warp seamlessly at their midpoints into glass displays of football trophies, or as oil portraits of former Burgerworth alumni deform into faculty photographs of Henry Armitage and William Dwyer. What you're seeing is similar to the strange phenomenon that you saw inside of Odin's chapel, but a much more advanced state, and as you discover, happening in real time. The further you proceed into the building, the less sense perspective makes. So it's basically Silent Hill. A desk you view from one side of a room appears as a desk, and from on the other, it is a piano. A row of sinister-looking brass speakers viewed from above becomes a stack of newspapers when you try to take them in your hands. You and your companions find the effect quite dizzying. The troubling state you find the Bastiches of Burgurnath and Miskatonic seems to imply that either Yharnam and Arkham exist at the same time and place simultaneously, or that if Yharnam has truly replaced your city, it has failed to do so completely. If the secret to undoing this madness is somewhere at Burgerworth's like the plain dull in the hunter's dream has told you. Perhaps this means that you are drawing closer to finding the truth. Record in your campaign log. The investigators grow closer to the tear between worlds. Okay. Your understanding of the tormented state of the city has grown. Increase the total level of recognition in your campaign log by 1. So we're up to 3. Still fairly low. Each investigator earns experience with the victory axe. We didn't kill anything with victory axe, but 1, 2. We gain 2 XP. Better than nothing, I suppose. If there is a cord from the Metamorphosis encounter set, no. If there are any enemy cards in the Hunters, no. Then proceed to Scenario 4, the Frailty of Men. Alright. Well, we managed not to pull Lily's weakness for once. I wonder if that is because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is definitely because we let this thing just eat up her deck. Okay, so that's good. That did something at least. And that is it. Until next time, take care.